Hello, welcome to this loosening sequence, a short sequence that you can do any time you feel you need to find a bit of space in the body, a bit of fluidity where things might have got constricted in. And this practice focuses on reaching up from the ground, our relationship through our feet with the ground that allows us to draw up, planted, to draw up through our core, through the insteps, through the inner legs, up through the spine, and taking in the belly so that we can really have a sense of being centered and grounded whenever we need. And this loosening that we'll do, and you can start to see I'm just starting to circle the hips here with feet parallel. So this loosening that we're going to do also gives us access to feelings in our core, feelings of what is true right now, and what is really important to us, what matters to us, and how we can respond from this area. So just circling, and as you do, knees soft, and just feeling the changing distribution of your weight through your feet. So it's waking up nerve endings on the feet, as well as waking up channels up into the groin, through the inner thighs. And do feel free to close your eyes just to get that sense of really feeling inward and trusting your movement, your relationship with the ground and with the space around you. It's a very hypnotic motion circling. And you might find it's helping to let you drop down out of a busy brain more towards the ground. So softening off the jaw. Move the jaw around if you need, space between the back teeth. And letting your breath settle into the movement. Might feel right to take a few deeper inhalations and exhale, just feel that you settle things down into the ground. Now change that in the opposite direction. Not the one you picked first. So it might feel a little like it's going against the grain, or going against the kind of muscular rhythm of your digestion. And so it might be where things feel a little interesting. So after we've let go of that initial comparison, dropping down into our feet again to just feel what it is in this experience. And letting your breath flow, noticing what your breath needs moment to moment. Soft jaw, soft eyes. And then just taking a few figure of eights through the hips. And it might even help to bring your hands onto your hips here just to get a sense of where they are. And slow it down as much as you need to find a smoothness through figure of eights. And then the opposite direction, which might be a little more challenging in terms of finding a smooth line. So very good for taking up our attention. Lovely. Just come gently back to centre. Have a little bend of the knees. It feels like your buttocks are dropping down towards the floor, and you can rise up through the front of the belly. Head rising up above the shoulders. Understanding to let everything settle, assimilate. And then starting to roll the shoulders forward and up towards the ears, all the way down and back. And following that in your own time, making space deep into the shoulder girdle. Again, noticing your breath, and it might feel that it naturally evens up. Inhaling forward and up, and exhaling back and down. Lovely. Just coming to rest. And we're just going to swing the arms from side to side. So that swing is coming through the belly. And soft knees so that you're creating a little pull through the knees, which is healthy but not a strain. And just letting your head move into the motion without forcing it too far around. Spine lifting up through the middle, shoulders dropping so it feels like our arms are weights on the end of So it feels like our hands are weights on the end of our arms. And then just starting to let yourself swing, letting your head just gently turn into it. Feeling that comes from the belly. And shoulders softened by the weight of the hands, hanging as if they're on the end of ropes as your arms. And lifting your spine up through the middle, so you're coming through the central axis. And then keeping your head front, so now we're counter-rotating the head and the neck and the body. Lovely, now letting that come back to still, gentle turn. Letting your breath settle. You might want to step your feet a little closer together for this. Just going to move into the hips. So find steady point in front of you where you can focus as your centre of balance. And just starting to lift up one leg. And it might be that you circle the foot off the ground if your balance is feeling steady today. Or it might be that you bring your toes to the ground and then just do a circle every so often. We're gathering in the other hip and gathering up through the standing leg and up through the spine to allow ourselves to balance. This is a very good movement if you've been sitting on chairs and you just need to get a little movement through the pelvic area. Letting yourself settle in the middle, so letting go of anticipation of side 2. When you're ready, starting to come to the other side. Lovely. Now we're going to take an imaginary ball in front of you, so placing your hands as if there's something really physically there. And we're going to start to take that in circles, looking at your ball and maintaining that same distance in your hands. So you can bend your knees as you come down as far as is comfortable for you. And then inhaling over the top, exhaling all the way down. So you feel your whole body involved in this motion, reaching out from the centre. And your focus taken up between your hands, representing the present moment. A moving meditation. And then changing the circles in the opposite direction. Feeling the ground, so as you move up and away from the ground, there's still a sense that you're connected to it, growing up from it. Lovely. Just bringing your ball in front of you. And we're going to hold that there, and then reach out, one hand behind you, following that with your gaze. Drawing it back to centre again. And then the other arm reaching out from you, twisting all the way from the belly. So I'm going to show you that from the side. You don't need to turn, but just so you can see how that looks. Knees bent, drawing back and coming back to centre. So that we can start to exhale into the movement behind, drop down in the knees, and inhale back. Exhale out. Inhale back. So you follow the rhythm of your breath rather than needing to follow my motion. And this is a very useful motion for opening up areas across the chest, the upper back. Those parts of us that tend to get shut down through stress and through sitting on chairs. Lovely. Now come to standing. And just have a few moments of a standing meditation. Let the arms drop to the side, below the shoulders. Soft knees reaching up through the front of the spine. Noticing your breath in your belly. Uplift. From your insteps, up your central channel to the legs. Inhale, rising you naturally up from the ground. And the exhale allowing you to soften in the outer body. And placing your hands onto your belly. Just noticing what is there now, what is present for you. And holding in any intention, core values, those beliefs, values that are important for how you live your life, just holding them into the center of you. And when you're ready, gently releasing your hands and opening your eyes. Namaste.